Good morning. This is Wednesday. We usually do a stretch and release class on Wednesdays it's kind of the middle of the week, kind of settle in and kind of deal with whatever we've been dealing with. To relax the tensions and the tightness in our bodies, to relax the pain and struggles that we may be feeling, and to really try to center, to come to our inner center and to feel the joy of being free of the struggles and the troubles that comes our way naturally through life. We need to realize to move naturally with peace and release and let all the struggles and troubles go. So this video is a great video to use maybe if you're on vacation during the summertime and you need some time to step away and be with yourself, to find your inner self once again, to quiet the mind and open the heart, to relax the body, strengthen the body, and to feel the joy of being free of the struggles and the troubles, the pain and suffering that sometimes comes with life's journey. So we begin with the Namaste, hands to heart center. And we breathe and feel and listen. Closing our eyes to internalize, to find that internal gaze inward. Notice whatever thoughts may be present in the mind's eye. Just notice the worries. And take a moment to let that go. Acknowledge it as for what it is, as it is, without judgment. And take a moment to step away. You have permission to step away from whatever struggles you're going through today, to take time to quiet the mind, to feel the joy and the peace that each moment can bring. We can feel and listen to our bodies, learning to let go. Breathe and feel and listen in and out through the nose. Feel that full body breath, that complete breath all the way from the hip to the crown of the head as we breathe in like we're filling ourselves up with love and light. The prana, the life force, comes in with the breath. The spirit of the divine comes deep within us. We can feel that breath, the spirit. As we breathe and feel. Each breath, each movement, each moment. Feeling peace and release. Stretch and release today. And we'll bring our hands to the third eye. Light in me honors the light in you. Hands to the lips, speaking kind words. Hands to the heart, loving ourselves just as we are, moving with ease this day. Arms reach to extend, we can open our eyes. But keeping that gaze internal. Swirl with the wrist. It's a beautiful flowing movement to open our joints. We want to free up our joints today and release any tensions, any stresses that we feel in any part of our body, and to acknowledge how we feel. Acknowledging our feelings, flying wings. It's good to acknowledge your feelings, yes? Not to ignore your feelings, but to acknowledge how you feel. But you know you can have control of your feelings, your control of your emotions. If you do the flying wing flow, as we're doing right now, try to bring those arms right out from the shoulders. Really get that big, full stretch out through the chest, out through the shoulders, out from the heart. The hands are extensions of the heart. Did you know that? Our heart chakra extends as far as the hands can reach, as far as the love can reach. Yes? The arms reach out, right arm comes across, stretching across that shoulder, and let that shoulder drop in. Sit really tall. Your legs can be crossed or extended, whatever feels right, whatever feels nice. Take a moment to breathe. Really check in once again. As you breathe into the pelvic floor, up into the belly, you know, a lot of your emotions come out of your gut. You had that gut feeling, right? That queasiness in your tummy. Whenever you're struggling or worried, you might feel a queasiness in the tummy. You want to balance the whole body, all the way from the root to the crown of the head, the chakras, those wheels of energy. You know, open with the wings and try the other side, crossing the other arm over the root chakra called Muladhara. We connect to the earth. The Svadhisthana, the second chakra, are our creative forces. And forces are our emotions that come to channel to our brains the feelings, deep feelings within. In the Manipura, the powerhouse, the navel center up into the rib cage, where we feel the power of the core and the strength, the breath, and the nourishment of our bodies. Flying wings once again. Those three chakras ground us to this moment in time, to peace, connecting to the earth, the beauty of the earth, reaching out, circle with the wrist once again. Hands come down, right arm comes up and over. A little reach up, a little stretch over. Laterally flexing on the left, stretching through the right. Try the other side. Get that nice, easy stretch up and over. All these sequences are going to be done on the mat. With our stretch and release, we love to use the mat to relax and let go of all the troubles, all the struggles. Yes. Keeping us grounded, connected to the earth. In the upper chakras, Anahata, the heart chakra, the most powerful chakra of our bodies, seat of love and spirit. The breath comes in, transforming everything throughout our bodies, bringing the arms up and over. Color of green, the color of transformation, renewal of spring. Yes. Root chakra is the color of red, the color of the earth. Sacral chakra is the color of orange. And the third chakra is the color of yellow, the color of the sun, the power of the sun. One more. And once again, back to the heart chakra. The arms reach out, flying wings, opening our heart, opening to reach part of our bodies where we connect to one another with a loving hug, compassion, loving kindness. Part of our feelings, expressive feelings. Overlap with the elbows and take the wrap of the hands and give yourself a little love. Go love bug hug. Yes, I make up things that you don't normally get in yoga, but it's okay. It's just scary after all. Right, Yogi G. Open flying wings, other side, overlap with the elbows. Take that wrap of the hands, give the love bug hug that you so need today. It's okay. Love ourselves. To love others, we must begin by loving and ourselves and accepting ourselves. Flying wings, once again. So Anahata in the heart, the Visuddha in the throat, color of light blue, Agna, the third eye, the color of deep blue, and the crown of the head, the color of indigo, purple, and connecting all these together to create a white light that shines bright. We all want to be the light. And we are the light. Yes, hands up to the sky and hands of heart center views. All of these are sacred chakras. They connect us to the divine. Legs extend, alternate knees, a little stretching as we bring the knees in. Connecting ourselves to the universe, the universal energy and the community, that common sense of unity that we have with one another. When you find your community, you know you've arrived, right? We all need community. We all need compassionate community, yes. Right knee comes in. If you lose your community, not a good thing. Other legs out. We're going to do a little lift here. We go 1, 2, 3. A little playful stretch with the psoas. 5, 6, 7, 8. We can do 100, 9, 10. Let's just do 10 quick, shall we? Other side. Here we go. 1, 2. We're just doing 10 today. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Bottom feet come together, Baddha Konasana. Nice open hip lifting. We can take our feet and turn them up. No need to press. We can open the knees a little wider if you open your feet and create that book of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And then maybe bring your hands to this Anjali Mudra, which is the open hand prayer position to receive. And then bring it into the heart. So the hands come close with that loving light that comes to the heart. And we open to receive, bringing all that in. Here we go, opening and closing. Closing, bring it in. Yes, store that inner feeling, that inner being, the innermost feeling that comes to the heart. Yes. One more. And then the lotus flower, the Padma Mudra, is a beautiful gesture. It's a hand gesture. Mudras are seals for the energy that we feel. So we take our hands and we open the loving kindness and compassionate flower to the sky, Maitri and Karuna, words for compassion, emotions, loving kindness, compassion for all. If we all loved with these principles, we would find a better world, yes? So this is the lotus, opening lotus flow. Yeah. And a little flowing lotus, we lift the lotus flower and we sweep out and in and out as we can. And bring those arms out and hold that lotus to the heart. Yes. Catch it up. One more time. Open to the sky, flowing lotus, opening out, and hold the lotus to the heart. Nice and wide. Offer it to everyone that you meet this day. Everyone you see, light and love. Yes, wisdom and light. Legs extend. We're going to do a little stretch on the back because it's a great place to hang out. Whenever you're stressed, you can come to the mat and relax on the back. So you're going to do a little plotty roll back if you want to do a C-curve roll. Legs can be extended or bend in the knee, whatever feels good. If you need to use the shoulder because of a back injury, please feel free. Find your way and find the mat, relaxing back, melting into the mat. With a bend in the knees, ankles up underneath. Oh, a little wiggle with the hip. Let's check in. We're going to start with the root chakra, the hip down to the feet, connecting to the earth with a bend in the knees, an alternate knee lift. And you can take a little blow to the mouth if you blow any stresses, tensions, worries. Alternate knee lifts the knees up and in. One more time, bring the foot down, find that bridge, starting constructive resting position. The ankles right up underneath the knee. Maybe your hands can reach down towards your feet. If you have long arms, your hands might actually touch your heels. Take a moment just to breathe. Breathe deep. Dirga. Swasam, the complete breath. This breath brings in 7 times the amount of energy. You can think of that energy as transformation energy. The energy that transforms everything in our body, every cell. So that energy comes into the heart through the lungs, and the heart transmits that energy to every cell with the nourishment. Without the breath, there is no life. There's no cellular respiration without the oxygen. And this is true in all forms of nature, by the way, not just humans. Every form of life needs energy, the prana. All sentient beings experience that feeling of living. Take a few more breaths. This is a very relaxing position. The hip is flat. You feel the back of the shoulders, back of the head, a little arching lift in lower back. And we can come to this place and relax the tensions and stresses, and worries and pain. So take your feet to the edge of the mat and then take a little rocking windshield wiper swing. The arms can come out, a little moving flow, but once again, we're trying to bring the movement into our joints, our muscles, our tendons, our connective tissues, our fascia. You know, there's fascia everywhere. It's like a spider web of fibers. And within that fascia is the interstitial tissue, the sacs of fluid where it moves through the body, and without healing of the connective tissues, that movement, that gliding movement, that freedom to move, we sometimes get bound up in our bodies. And so to keep a healing feeling, we want to breathe and feel and wake up the whole body, not just our muscles, not just our organs, but everything that holds us together, from our skins to deep within, from the crown of the head to the bottom of our feet. And if you bring your mind's eye into that thought of just breathing, feeling, and listening to your body, and just really internalizing the feeling of the breath, you can feel that healing feeling, yes? So wonderful, so lovely, so relaxing, so peaceful. Good. And take one more swing. If you want to take your hands to the belly and give a little massage, a little love in the tummy, a little massage to the belly, down into the pelvic floor, wherever you need. And then settle back in with the bottom of the feet and step the feet back into that constructive resting position, and then do an alternating knee lifts. The alternating knee lift is going to rock the hip. It's a little gentle pelvic tuck, a little pelvic roll, really handy. And we add the breath, the movements, and a vinyasa. Vinyasa is to dance with your body, to make a dance with the breath, to move with the breath. Yes. So learn to dance with the breath. So exhale as you knee lift one knee at a time, and you bring your feet down, expand the belly, feel the arching lift, that little C curve in the lower back that you want to preserve as you extend and breathe and move through time. So alternating knee lifts, bring your right knee in, catch around the shin. Take that loving squeeze with the knee up towards the shoulder. Bring the squeeze that you need, and the left leg up. And then take that left leg straight up and do a little swirl with the left, and flex the right foot. Bring your right foot in and your left leg to extend, stretching from the knee to the calf, to the ankle, to the bottom of the feet, stretching everything. Up in the ankle joint, you'll feel the movement, awakening those connective tissues, ligaments, everything. Bring the left knee in and the right leg up. Let's do the same thing on the other side and give it time, plenty of time. Go ahead and extend the leg, flex the foot on the left, maybe point with the right, and take that circling swing with the ankle, extending through the knee. And then come back with the right knee back in, catch around the shin. Take your left leg up, straighten and lengthen up. Point the toe this time and start with a small circle flow. Make a little grapefruit-sized circle with that left side opening up, back and around. Get that big circle swing as you need. You may feel some clicking of those connective tissues in your hip, a little popping of your connective tissues, your ligaments that keep your structure of your joints. Little slow flow, easy as we go. And bring it around one more time. Bend the left knee. Take the left knee in, catch around the shin, give a loving squeeze, and send this right leg straight up. Point the toe. Flex the foot on the left, point with the right. Start that little small circle and activate all those muscles from the hip up to the toes, circling out and around, circling wide with a swing. It brings that stretching release. Way out there, maybe you don't feel the popping so much on one side. Maybe both sides are a little different. Each side's a little different. Bring your right knee in, catch around the shin, and do a little rocking swing. Now we can rock up to the top of the iliac crest, which is the top of your hip, being mindful not to put too much pressure in your lower back, the weight's in your rib cage and top of your hip. A little swing with the knees, side to side. Bring the feet down and bring the hands down and do a little bridge lift. Let's start simple with a little simple lift. We don't have to go crazy to start this. Up and down, we can just do a little easy lift. With the breath on the inhales rising, you may feel the glutes engaging as we lift to the top of the extended lift. The hamstrings. The glutes and the hamstrings work in harmony, synergists. They work together. Yes, muscles work together. Up and down we go. Do a few more. Maybe a little higher with each breath. Maybe a little deeper on the inhales. A little slow release on the exhale. We can take the exhales twice as long as the inhale to let the energy really settle into our bodies as we gently release the toxins and tensions and stresses on the exhale. So a deep inhale and a full release exhale. Let's do one more. Take it really slow, deep on the inhale, lifting, squeezing, pressing, and releasing down. Slow, slow, slow. And then take the legs out and the arms overhead. Full body stretch. Then we can make a little pencil shape with our body, or a little torpedo shape, actually, but drawing our midline to that nice straight line from the crown of the head down through the spine, down through the hip, down to the toes, down to our toes, reaching the arms overhead, reaching long. Myofascial release sequences release the tension and bioelectrical energy in our bodies. Nervous energy rebalances the nervous system. So we take a deep inhale, length of the arms and legs, and stretch and release. And then bring the hands out up by the hips and bring your right knee up and in. Flex that left foot like you're standing through the left leg and bring your right knee up towards your shoulder. Getting that stretch that we need. That knee would lift higher than the hip if you were standing, almost to the shoulder. Give that a try. Good. If you'd like to release that right leg out and down, give that a long stretch and then take the left knee in. Up we go. Push that right leg long like you're standing through the right, lifting through the left. You can do that standing if you'd like. Another class, maybe. Arms and legs reach to extend, both knees in, both hands around the shin. Apanasana, a little rocking swing. Now, as we do this swing, make sure the lower back is feeling okay. You want to feel good as you flow. Never push to a point of pain, never force to an injury. Please modify whenever you need. Lower the shoulders and bring your knees over the hip and then gently open and close like a clamshell with the knees in and out. Hands can come to the inner thigh or on top of the knees, wherever we feel inclined to catch hold of those legs, open and closing. This little clamshell movement can be done on the side. And yoga I like to do on the back with the nice flat hip, and checking in with the sacrum. So the inward and outward movement of the knees kind of puts a little pressure on that sacroiliac joint in the back. You may feel something back there. If you do, please feel to modify. Don't push, don't force anything along the way, opening and closing. And then bring your knees back together and bring your feet back down. And take your right knee in, catch around the shin. This time the left knee's in a bend. Takes a little pressure off. And as you bring your right knee up, you might feel that lower back pressing gently in the mat, but be very gentle with that. And alternate to the other side, right foot down, arms overhead, left knee in. Take that loving squeeze. Remember, it's a loving squeeze. So you feel that in the lower abdomen. Our microbiome, which is in our gut, in the lower part of our abdomen, creates signals to the brain. 80% of the emotional signals come from the peripheral nervous system, the vagus nerve, come up from the gut and into our brains. So the serotonin production of the feel-good hormones much of it comes from the lower gut. So we love to massage the lower gut with a loving squeeze, yes, deep in the hip, deep in that pelvic floor, with this alternating knee lift. I think it feels really nice. What about you? You like this? Good. Do one more on each side. Yeah. It's like giving ourselves a loving massage. Yes. And you bring your foot down and your right leg up to extend straight up. And bend the right knee and put your right foot down and take your left leg up to extend straight up. Good. Give a little stretch to the hamstring with this. Let's try that again on both sides. Really stretch, pushing through the heel, lengthen through the back of the leg. Some of us are very flexible in the hip and the hamstring. Some of us are not so. So just feel what you feel and no judgment. One more on both sides. If your eyes close, you can really draw inward. You can feel that internal awareness. Now bring your right knee in and catch around the shin and take your left leg up to extend straight up and then slice it out 3 swings, reaching out and drawing back. You can touch if you like or come almost all the way out till you feel the stretch in the psoas at the front of the hip and then draw back. Exhale. Inhale, extend, push through the heel. Get that full stretch that you need. Draw it back. Here we go. Let's do one more of these. And draw back and then bring your left leg out and down, all the way down. Roll the tailbone down. Release this right knee until you feel the hip flatten and the arching lift and lower back, and bring your right knee in once again, keeping that stability through the left side, through that left leg and the left hip. And then up with the knee and over underneath the shoulder, a little myofascial release today. It's connective tissue release and the nervous system releasing over the right side, swing with the knee. Take that knee over the right side, stretching through the inner thigh. And then lift in a twist. We bring a right knee up, catch your right knee with your left thigh, roll over on the left hip, go really easy. No hurry, no rush. Yes, yes. Oh, yes. I feel it. You feel it. Sweep that right arm out if you need to counterbalance that swing of the knee. And bring the shoulders together on the back. Keep that right shoulder down. Take your right leg over the left side. See if you can do the full stretch, gazing behind us or to the side as we would in a standing pose. Stretching in that hip joint. Do you feel that? Really good stretch of the hip. You really need that. Piriformis, all those internal structures where we cause shooting pain down the legs sometimes. And bend and return. And bring that right foot down and your left knee in. Now realign the spine with a little bridge lift to check in with position of that hip. Sometimes that movement will bring us out of alignment. We really want to line up the spine so there's freedom to move without causing any pain. Left knee comes in, catch around the shin, right leg up to extend. That slicing swing out. Now you really want to make that right leg like a knife, really long, really strong through the knee. 2 and 3, like you're slicing out through space and time. Take that leg way out there and out and down, and the left knee in. Yeah, you may feel completely different on one side than the other. One side may need a little more love than the other, right? Yeah, so give it a little love, whatever time you need to give it that time to release. So in yin yoga, we take more time on the sides that need the love. And the left knee up and underneath the shoulder, a little angle, stretch over. Gets a little bit more, a little different stretch in that hip, those hip attachments. And left knee over to the left side. We can use the left hand to guide that knee in a little gentle swing, opening through the inner thigh. Now be careful of that. That knee's not going to come all the way to the ground, not naturally anyway, unless you're double jointed in the hip. That would not be a good thing. You want to preserve your alignment. You don't want to hurt anything along the way. It would be painful to get out of joint. Yes, and then that left knee up into a twisting roll. We can reach up with the right hand, left hand down. Do that twist over on the right hip. And as that hip rises up, if you feel that left shoulder lift, you can take that left arm, that circle swing out, gazing to the left if you'd like, turning with the chin. If it's painful in the neck, gaze up. It's okay. Gaze where you need. My first rule of yoga is ahimsa, non-harming behavior. Never go where you don't belong. Never hurt anything along the way. Be kind to yourself, being loving and kind. Offer yourself that loving compassion and kindness. Left leg can extend if you like when you're ready. I'm giving a little extra time today. Is that okay? A little extra loving kindness, a little extra love today. Yay. Bend and return. Bring the hip over and down. Left foot down. Whoo. Right foot in. Lift and realign that spine. Check in. Good. Let's take that windshield wiper flow once again. That felt so good. Let's do that again. This is one of my favorite stretches to do. This reclining stretch with the knees swinging free. Rocking through the hip, making sure the hip is nice and flat. And you're massaging through the sacroiliac joint and articulating the lower lumbar curve, the lumbar spine, the 5 vertebrae between the rib cage and the top of your hip, your sacrum. So really good to get to know that spot. That's a spot that can really be tricky as we get through life, right? So nourish yourself with the breath, the prana, life force, through the massages, the movements. We move to improve. Motion is lotion for the body, medicine for the mind and the heart. The more we move, the better we'll feel. And the better we feel, the more we can heal. Coming one more time on each side. Take that full stretch, Shavasana stretch if you like. Or starfish, you can take your arms, 5-pointed star, the arms reach out at an angle, stretching through the chest. Stretching with the arms, stretching with the legs. Be a star. Be the light. Shine bright, yes. You'll notice that this shooting star position with the arms reaching up and out, if that's painful for the shoulders, modify. Bring your arms to the goalpost or even bring your arms up by the hips, whatever feels right. Or you can bring your arms out to a T with the palms facing up. Open the heart. And the arms can come either directly out from the shoulders or with a little rising lift at an angle like a V for victory. It's the victory to be here. Do this flow today and enjoy the victorious celebration of life. Yes, if you can do that star, make yourself a star. Shine bright. Shine bright. You got that stretch, and then bring the hands up and collect all the light and love, and bring your hands to the heart center. The hands to the heart, touching the heart with the hands. Hands can come by the hips. Find Shavasana. We're going to continue, but I'm going to stop the video in a moment after our namaste, our closing Shavasana. We'll do some more movements if we'd like. Do what we need, nourishing our body. This video will allow us to practice the sequence of stretch and release as we need. So we bring our hands to the heart center, maybe to the third eye, thinking kind thoughts always. In the hands, the lips, speaking kind words to ourselves and others. In the hands of the heart, always loving kindness and compassion at the heart. The words namaste, which means to bow to the divine within each one of us. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. 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 Just relax, relax, relax. Relax the face, the eyes, the lips, the jaw.